It's the Intern Hour with John Leslie. Hello, I'm John Leslie. Thanks for joining me today for the Intern Hour. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, let's get to some rock and roll action now, shall we? Enjoy the show.
That's going to do it for me on a Friday. Thank you so much for letting me ride home with you. It is always appreciated. Want to remind you of the great programming we have coming up this weekend, as we have Amy Scott in the morning. We also have Mr. Pete Best in the afternoon. This is on Saturday. And then all of the great shows in between on our $1 Million weekend. Now, you just heard Orleans. And now I'm going to play Player. Let's see if you can even tell the difference between the two. Sometimes I have trouble. All right, coming up next, it is John Leslie on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
It's finally Friday, friends. Welcome to your weekend destination station. I'm your host, John Leslie, and tonight I'll help you wind down your work week with a little soothing, solid gold rock and roll action right here on the Intern Hour. That was Jim Croce, and later we'll rejuvenate body and mind and leave our troubles far behind with classic hits from The Outlaws, Kenny Loggins, and Chuck Berry. But first, let's celebrate the top of the hour with a trip to the zoo with Simon and Garfunkel right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. That was Stevie Wonder. Keep your earbuds bumping, your stereo jumping, and your tympanum thumping to the rockin' rhythms of another sweet and savory solid gold single from The Outlaws. Now on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Love your library, share your voice. Share your views about Indianapolis Public Library Service with CEO Jackie Needus during her Love Your Library tour at all Indy library locations. Conversation will focus on how well the library has met its service goals and what you'd like to see in the future. For tour stops in your neighborhood, contact your local branch or go to indypl.org. Time now to head to the mountains with Johnny Rivers, right now on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. That was the Ohio Players, and I'm John Leslie. Thank you for joining me here for another exciting episode of the Intern Hour. It's always a pleasure rocking out with you to the greatest solid gold hits, but alas, our time together tonight is nearly at its end. Catch my next show Monday night at 7, and until then, stay gold and keep rocking. It's the bottom of the hour, so I'll wind things up now with Luther Ingram coming at you fast on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Hermits, and I'm John Leslie. There's not much time to talk. It's time to rock. Right here on the Intern Hour. Welcome to the show. It's time to roll with the greatest classic hits of all time. Coming up this hour, we'll have a ball with James Taylor, Alice Cooper, and Steppenwolf. But first, let's blast off into your work week with The Foundations. Right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Make your Manic Monday marvelous with the most moving melodies, no matter where you are, no matter how near or how far at work, home, or in the car, with 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Let's take another spin with more of the rockiest rhymes and rhythms of Bad Company here on the Intern Hour. That was Steppenwolf, and I'm John Leslie. After a long day, when you're ready to head home and wind down, join Shane Ray for the Drive Home Show weekdays from 4 to 7 p.m. as he plays all your favorite solid gold classic rock and roll hits. Then stick around for trivia tidbits you can use to astound your friends and impress the neighbors. Time to enjoy another solid gold hit from Ian Thomas right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. This is John Leslie. Thanks for joining me for another thrilling evening here on the Intern Hour. I had such a great time tonight jumping and jiving to the beat of the bass with you, and the sweet solid gold singing kept me swinging all hour long. All I can say is wow, just wow. Stay gold and keep rocking. It's Rose Royce stepping up to the plate now. He'll take you home from here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
That is going to do it for me on a Tuesday afternoon. Thank you so much for letting me ride home with you. It's always appreciated. Coming up next, we have the one, the only, the John Leslie. That's right. It's the Intern Hour from 7 to 8 o'clock. I'm going to wind things up with Mr. Rod Stewart on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
Hello and welcome to the Intern Hour. I'm your host, John Leslie, and that was Martha and the Vandellas. It's time to crank the classics and wake the neighbors. Grab your friends and join me here on the dance floor where we're about to blow the roof off the sucker with an eruption of nothing but solid gold rock and roll singles, sure to rattle the whole block to its core with glee. Coming up this hour, we'll dance the night away with ELO, Hall and Oates, and George Benson. But first, let's kick off the hour with Cat Stevens, right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. It's always an adventure when you tune in for the Intern Hour. Take a minute or two to yourself to relax and unwind for a while with all your favorite songs together in one rockin' location. From Peace Train to Train of Thought, it's time to hop aboard the Rock and Roll Rhythm Railroad with Cher here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. That was another happening hit from the Supremes, and I'm John Leslie. View the works of prominent local African-American artists during the 32nd annual Meet the Arts exhibit, continuing through March at Central Library downtown. Also, mark your calendar for an evening of cultural entertainment during the exhibit's gala reception Saturday, February 8th, beginning at 6 p.m., and the special Fourth Friday celebration, also beginning at 6 p.m., March 27th. Call 317-275-4100 to learn more about this free event. Keep it classic with Harry Chapin right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. This is John Leslie. Thank you for joining me here tonight on the Intern Hour for another fun-filled evening with the greatest rock stars of all time. Be sure to tune in next time, Thursday at 7 p.m. sharp. Until then, stay gold and keep rocking. Let's wind down the hour now with George Benson and his love ballad right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
That's going to do it for me on a Thursday afternoon. Also, I will not be here tomorrow. Our good friend Pete Best will be filling in. And, of course, he'll have his regular time slot on Saturday. So you want to be sure and stay tuned for all of the good stuff on $1 Million Weekend, not only with Pete, but also with Amy and all the good shows. But getting back to tomorrow, Pete will be in 4 o'clock. Coming up next, it is the John Leslie Show, also known as the Intern Hour from 7 to 8 o'clock. I'm going to wind things up with Mr. Fats Domino on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
Thank you for joining me here tonight for another rousing episode of the Intern Hour. Hello, that was the Jaggers, and I'm John Leslie. Let's drift away together with the greatest solid gold classic rock and roll hits here to help you unwind after a long day's work. Rest your tired eyes and tantalize your tipping this hour with music from Alice Cooper, Kiss, and Boz Scaggs. Time to sit back and enjoy the beautiful ride with Cher here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. The grass is growing healthy and green one moment, and then we're covered in fluffy white snow the next. The weather may be out of control, but one thing that will never change is the always great selection of solid gold hits rocking your stereo every day here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Stay cozy and comfortable with another classic from Alice Cooper. Now, on the Intern Hour, that's Elton John. We here at 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org would like to thank our underwriters, including Duke Energy, David Hall Mortuary, Comfort Suites, and Goldsberry's Transmission for their continued support of our station. Let's keep the party rocking with Stephen Stills, now soothing your stereo on the Intern Hour. That was Boz Scaggs, and I'm John Leslie. Thank you for tuning in for another solid rock and roll evening with me here tonight. You make the Intern Hour rock. Stay cold and keep rocking. That's gonna do it for me tonight. So I'll wind down the bottom of the hour with Rod Stewart right here on 8.9 FM and WYRZ.org.
rock and roll with the Intern Hour.
That was another solid gold single from Ike and Tina Turner, and I'm John Leslie. Happy Friday and welcome to the Intern Hour. When life gives you winter, warm up with a hot and ready helping of classic hits here to help heat your heartstrings and keep you grinning from ear to ear all hour long. Great music on the way tonight from The Beach Boys, War, and Pat Benatar, and so many more sweet songs from awesome artists to come. So without further ado, let's get to it. Here's Petula Clark right here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Rock and roll is here to stay forever. Let's enjoy another rockin' round that has withstood the test of time as we boogie on down to Funky Town with Lip Sync here on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. That was another top-notch chart from the Fortunes, and I'm John Leslie. Join the Indiana Student Financial Aid Association at 2 p.m. Sunday, February 23rd at 37 locations statewide for College Goal Sunday. This free program assists Indiana students in filing for the FAFSA, which is required to be considered for federal state grants, scholarships, and student loans. Visit our website for more details. It's time to ride easy with the birds on 98.9 FM and WYRZ.org. Thanks for joining me, John Leslie, here tonight on the Intern Hour. Surfing the radio waves with you all evening has been quite the rush, but now, as the day draws down, I think I'll rest here on the white and sandy beach for the night and lull off to sleep to the gentle ebb and flow, roll and curl of the foamy blue white-capped waves washing ashore. Stay gold and keep rockin'. The stars are out, and so am I. Let's kick back with one final solid gold selection from Richard Marx on 98.9 FM and WYRZ. Hey y'all, this is John Leslie. Thanks for watching my video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other work on my channel, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay gold and keep rockin'.